year.
And that was work.
Yeah.
That was work.
Because Sister Alicia helped to form that from conception to the end.
Yeah, me and Akila.
Yeah, you and
Matter of
Akila.
fact, we started at Megan's baby shower talking about it. And then from there, it kind of went on. And,
Actually, Akila brought it up. She said, we should do a day in the life of a slave. I'm like, that's right up my alley. Let's go. Judith, what were your thoughts of The Spirit of Us?
I think it was the most incredible thing that happened to me, let's say, this last year. I've thought a lot and read a lot about slavery. And mostly I've just gotten mad or I've gotten crying. And this one helped me get into what was, I don't know, the spiritual response and the group response to such an awful thing. And it also is incredible to me how much came from Africa and how much was built on about it. And the other thing I have to say is, I don't think I've ever spent this much time with so many black women. And it was wonderful, and I thank you so much. I also have to say, Sarah, that you inviting me 5 years ago to Wise and Wonderful has changed my life in lots of ways. That's great. So, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Judith. How about you, Miss Faye?
I've heard good comments about it, and it ended up being a very enjoyable experience for me because at first, after I got in it, I really didn't want to be in it. But, it's like Sarah was saying a while ago, we kind of need that push, and we got that push from you, and I really appreciate you for that push. So it really strengthened me more to want to be involved with that, and I just think it was very much a blessing for me and a blessing for a lot of other people that I've talked to.
Wonderful. Brenda?
It helped me to look back on the music. And a lot of new Christian music now, they seem like they lost some of the Africanness. And I said, we're going to work on some music, Linda, and we're going to bring it back. We're going to use the bass of the field hollers. We're going to go back to that bluegrassy, gospel, African sound. And then we write and sing our own songs. We bringing in the African back into our music.
Okay, great. Thank you for doing that, Brenda. And you, Miss Jackie?
Well, I really did enjoy it. When I first came there, I didn't think it was going to be. hadn't really got a hold of it that it was going to be that much into it. I just thought it was just going to be a one-night stand.
You thought you were going to hit it and quit it, huh?
I was just, and then as it went on, I began to say, this is more than I thought it was. But, it was so information to me. I've learned, I'm black and I came from, but there was a lot of things that you brought in there that I didn't really know, that I didn't really understand. And with that, it brought a clearer picture of it. And it really helped me because I'm like, whoa, I didn't know all that stuff come from Africa. And I'm like, well, a lot of teaching came, but it was always to knock out our history and culture. So this was really, it was very enlightening to me. And like they said, a lot of people came up to you and was like, I hope, do they have a CD of that? Do they have something of that? Because I wanted that. Because one lady said that was the best Black history program that she ever been to.
I heard that from several people.
Yeah, they never been to anything like that.
Right.
I know it opened my eyes to a lot of things that I didn't really understand.
Right.
I didn't know.
So I didn't tell you all this, but please do not share the video with other people. I don't mind other people watching it, but because we want to grow,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, and do productions, then we
Let
don't.
them get copies of
Don't let them get copies, please. This is just for us, please. And I could have y'all sign something, but I'm not gonna do that. We're church women and God, women of God. So I'm just gonna have to trust you. But
We're not gonna do
that's not what that was for. Okay, that was for your own purposes. Thank you. And I got you on video. I said it on video. Okay, Sarah. And I heard y'all say, yeah. Okay, Sarah. One more thing from you, please.
I just wanted to say that how people said how rich the voices were and how spiritual felt the voices were that the soloists sung. That they say that they've never heard those songs sing like that before, and the background people was just so on it. And it's like, you know what? I didn't think we were that great. So I thought that was really nice. You never know how you're going to project it. Yeah, and we did a strong image out there to a lot of people. And I learned a lot, too, from Jacqueline. Work that she did and all her research, and it's like, ooh, I just want to get more and more and more and get into it more and more about Africa and where we came from. And
Amen.
how
Makes you
rich-
proud, doesn't
makes
it?
you proud. It was a rich country. It was rich. It still is. Very
Miss
rich.
Mary,
It
Miss
still
Mary.
is.
For me, it began back in November, December when you had your museum open and closed, and I didn't know that much about Jackie and all of her books and everything she done written, and she got a doctorate, and I'm saying, wait a minute, you got your doctorate and everything's in storage? Oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. I was just so excited about her getting that stuff out of storage, doing stuff with it, and where she came from last year is just a blessing. And I'm just so proud of her to know what she's doing, and just to watch her do it, and to work with everybody was just a blessing. You know, to work with Christian people and nobody fussing and nobody's talking about nobody, and I mean, it's just a blessing to work with everyone.
Yeah.
So I just love being a part of, you know. See, so that's me.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mary. And Miss Trapp.
I particularly enjoyed the camaraderie that was there between everybody. And I really feel like I can say that these are my sisters. It's like that it brought about a change, you know, that when I see you, I don't see you as a stranger. I see you as my sister, someone that I know. And this is a lifetime friendship that was developed. The other thing is that the impact of what you did, we may, even though we hear people complimented, we may really never know the full impact that had. Because one of the things is that when it brought you back to your culture, and see, when people can steal your culture, you'll notice that every other nationality, they hang on to their culture, because when you lose your culture, you lose your identity. And that's something that has to be kept.
That's
You have to hang
right.
on to.
Amen.
And that's why in slavery they worked so hard
That's what they
to
did.
destroy that.
Yes.
You know, they took away your language, so you wouldn't even speak your own language.
That's right.
And things like that. But through it all, you know, we survived. So it
Amen.
was a good lesson for me to learn all of that.
Wonderful. Miss Sydney.
I really enjoyed, meeting with the ladies on a weekly basis, and you're pretty strict, Jackie.
Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Excuse me. Y'all don't know the real Jackie. Because I was nice. That was my nice, y'all. That was really my nice, I promise you. So I was being nice.
I didn't see you as even being
But-
hard or difficult.
But honey, you ain't seen the real Jackie. No, but I won't be that Jackie to you guys because I love you guys. I respect you guys. I know that you're giving me all you got, and plus I think I've grown up some. But ask my sister and ask my cousin, because when they were young, I used to pinch them. Do it right. So if I get the pension. No, I think I've grown up, thank God. But
I can see how much work that you put into it, and that you were like, you were there, you were business. You're like, okay, we don't want to talk about that. Okay, get on back to the song. Did you guys learn the song? You know, you were like really, so you could really see. So, which made me want to please, you know, to give as much as I could give of myself. Is when my mother seen that, she's like, I've never seen that in you ever in your whole life.
I saw a lot in you. I never seen that in you either, Sydney.
Tyler Perry, because I don't know that person.
Okay.
She told me, so I enjoyed myself.
I never seen that. I've seen you sing.
Quiet.
I've seen you sing.
Came out of my pocket that day.
Honey, you was, but you were feeling it.
Yeah, she was.
You were feeling it. You really felt it.
Yeah, she did.
And people felt you feeling it.
That's good.
So awesome. Yes, Miss Montoya.
Well, I was kind of on the same page as Faye, where my mom, you know, she says, "Oh, we're gonna do this thing." I say, "Okay." And then I'm like, you know, I didn't have a lot of time, but I had a great time with you guys, and it's good to be able to think outside the box and hear everyone's field hollers that have me pretty entertained. But yeah, I had a good time though.
That's great. Wonderful. And it's nice to have some of these younger people with us, isn't it? Okay, how about you, Miss Linda?
I really loved it because it made me really appreciate our history that someone else tried to make us be ashamed of.
Uh-huh.
And made us be ashamed of our history. The more I see it, when we did, I said all those beautiful things that we did. We saw ourselves as a people with a lot of creativity and the power of God that we had to carry out through our songs and through the hollers. It just taught us how to really praise God and appreciate God for who He is. And these lovely ladies here, you never would find such a large group of ladies like this doing what you were doing. Because some people would have really had nasty attitudes, but it made us really be the spirit of us.
Yes.
So I liked it, and I look forward to seeing more.
Amen. Amen. Miss Candy.
Not all the senior citizens have spoken.
Right.
I know, I just want to say it was really good because this was the time I've been in lots of productions and plays and all that stuff. And it was a lot of fun. And I didn't have to worry about not having no teeth on this side either.
Me neither.
Playing a role and didn't matter.
Fit right in front.
Fit right into my character. Of course, my favorite two songs, of course, OMO and my favorite, Get On Board. And one of the things that I just want to say is I was a little disappointed that our culture wasn't there. Because, like you said, we all learned something. And I know that the Caucasian element always comes to learn. We're the only ones that seem to not want to hear about slavery. And I just, it was so magnificent and so powerful. It was a way for us to understand why we always doing something. We always got to bounce and bump and do something because we've got that rhythm in us. And God gave it to us. And it belongs to our culture. And so many things were just blossomed from this Jackie. And Jackie has done a lot of stuff, you guys. You really don't know how much she has done. And she's right. She has matured. Just like we all have. And it's a blessing from God that we were able to get together as a group and do this. Y'all just practice y'all songs.
Listen to Candy. Listen to Candy.
Practice y'all songs.
Practice y'all song.
Because I just wanted to let you guys know something. Yeah, the slaves were out there in the field, but let me tell you about us